Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
7 yards to go on second down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. In motion is Austin Hooper. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Wilson, and he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go again with Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that. Big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Baldwin. First down Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll get it up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Rawls. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Procise. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So it'll be first down here after the run. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now that incompletion gives me a chance to go in a different direction. You know, a few teams we've been talking about in the NFL that have had offensive explosions this year after struggles in the past, and one you mentioned, the Chiefs.
Yeah, think about it. Kareem Hunt, the rookie out of Toledo, has been phenomenal at tailback, but Alex Smith has opened it up on offense. I'm sure the drafting of Pat Mahomes had nothing to do at all with Alex Smith now becoming a bomber downfield.
And then the Saints, we've talked about them nearly every week. What they've done, it's kind of a flip-flop of what we've seen in recent years.
Well, you start with the obligatory Drew Brees is great, and he still is, but they're running the ball more. It's the defense that's been the issue for them that now is actually carrying them. This 4-game winning streak, it's been all about the defense. Plenty of takeaways and a lot of sacks.
And then the Rams.
Oh, my God, the Rams. Well, for years, we always said they were good field, no hit, meaning their defense was terrific, but they couldn't score on offense. Add Sean McVay in as the new head coach, and they have opened it up in a huge way. An absolute offensive juggernaut. They're leading the league in scoring.
And a gain there of 11 yards. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Walsh, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Tuesday.
In motion is Austin Hooper. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, it's Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Ryan. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And he's able to put it through. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Slot man moves right. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell sheds him off. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
2nd down following the run. Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. Now the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Slot man moves right. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater forced out to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Being chased out left. A dump down to McKinnon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. With it is Brown. A nice little juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Before the offense gets cranking again, let's talk about the Madden Classic. The first EA Major, the 2018 season happened. It's in the books. And Skimbo won it all again, his 2nd title.
Yeah, and how about that? That's his real name, too. Michael Skimbo. But he goes by Skimbo as his gamer name. Wins it all. He came out on top. Was it 24-20 against Raydell Joke Brito? So a heck of a final right there. Skimbo not only takes home $25,000, he takes home the belt, which I think might be more important to him. That tangible symbol of being the top player in the game.
Yeah, but $25K, that's more important to me. I should have played more video games as a kid.
Yeah, you should have. You and I combined, we're not getting a quarter off any of these guys, let alone winning a game.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So
on 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken right on the 30. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, I want to take a glance back to last week real quick. We got a second. That Raiders-Chiefs game, how about that ending? 4 last plays. That was an instant classic.
We can laugh about it. Kansas City is not going to. But when I went back and reviewed all of those plays, I found all the penalties that were called. That was an ending unlike any ending I've ever seen, and especially in a classic rivalry game with Kansas City and Oakland. Boy, what a way to finish for Oakland, a game they absolutely had to have to keep their season going.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On third down, Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Linval Joseph, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Here we go.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Sherrills to return it. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The slot man in motion right. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Back now in Pittsburgh. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can you get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They go play action. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. They'll go again with Bell. Bell so light on his feet and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Okay, I'm giving credit and then some on this call. When it's fourth and that many, you know that 99% of the coaches are throwing the football. In this case, though, they figured the defense was playing the pass, took a chance, ran the ball, and picked up the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the end.